Hello, hello. I am pretty tired today. I don't know what it is. I think it was all this weekend and also the intense dancing I had on yesterday. But now I'm just I went dancing today as well, and it was just tired. My conversations on my side, I didn't feel like I could put all my effort into it, and my brain wasn't making as much connections as it could have been. Also might be because of exercise, but I'm thinking it's just I just haven't been resting. But that being said, I what was I gonna talk about? See, look, I forgot what I was gonna even talk about. Oh, oh no. Oh, wah. Oh, well, I guess. Oh, okay. We're good now. I was going to talk a little bit about Miyamoto Musashi, and I'm reading Vagabond right now, and that's a fictional retelling of his life. And if you haven't read it, spoilers. Throughout the first three omnibus volumes, Miyamoto Musashi is on the quest to be invincible, pretty much to live forever, essentially. That's what it is. But what I find interesting is that when he's faced with a situation that threatens his life, not necessarily a fighting itself, but when he sees that he will die, what overcomes him is fear. And that's what happens whenever we are fixated on this idea that we are not going to die, or we don't fully ingrain this into our being. A lot of people nowadays, they know they're going to die, but they don't internalize it. They don't realize that they only have one life to live. That's what happens with near death experiences, is they finally realize, oh crap, I could have not existed in this world anymore. And that means that I need to be grateful for this life and also make do with what I have left of it. And Miyamoto Musashi, well, most people nowadays don't have that realization. So whenever their lives are threatened, they get really fearful. So whenever or I've been telling people about my trip, there's some people who are fearful. They say, well, how are you going to make money? How are you going to survive over there? Or this and that. And there's some people who are worried. Of course, you get worried, but it's almost like a petrification. It's like something like I couldn't do that, and I might die. And it's like, yeah, you might die, and it's the realization of your own mortality. And in Vagabond, this is what happens with Miyamoto Musashi is finally all he's finally realized his mortality, that he's not going to be invincible, that if he is trying to strive for invincibility, he's going to be fearful for the rest of his life because he's always going to try to evade death. It's the same with Puss in Boots in The Last Wish. He's always trying to evade death, so he betrays the people he loves. He does not get close to other people. He thinks he's the best macho because he's trying to run away from death and ignore death. But it's not until we fully accept that we have no control of when we die. When we let go to some other entity, maybe just not God, not the Tao, not the universe, maybe just accepting that life is going to take our lives away, whether we like it or not, and we don't know when. Once we finally let loose and lose control and allow and accept that we have no control over this aspect of our life, that's when people think you become fearless. And it's not because you're fearless. It's because you're at peace with your death. You're at peace knowing that you might die tomorrow. You might die in a year. You might die in 5 years. You might die in 50. You don't know. And you're at peace with that. So when someone like Agon in Vagabond says, oh wow, he's slept at overslept and missed his fight with Inshun, who he was gonna face to the death. He must be fearless. It looks like fearlessness to people outside, but it's not. It's an acceptance. It's acceptance that you're gonna die. It's acceptance you have no control over it. And once you accept that, internalize that acceptance, you become calm. Because it's okay if you die. It's all right. You don't have control of it anyways, and it's okay. Everything's going to be all right. All you know is right now, you have control of your actions in this existence, in this present moment. And that's what Miyamoto Musashi realizes, maybe not consciously, maybe unconsciously, that in the present moment, as he's leading up to his fight with Inshun, he expresses gratitude. He puts his hands together in a symbolizing his praying. And he doesn't even know why he's doing it. It's almost instinctual. It's a letting go and praying and saying, if I'm ready to die, I'm ready to die. That's what he says. He says, is that my destiny's in someone, and the destiny of my death is in someone else's hands, is in destiny's hands, something like that. And he just starts laughing. He laughs at the absurdity of it. He laughs at just like, think he died, but that he is still here, and that he's so grateful to be alive. It's just like, yeah, I'm grateful to be alive. Hell yeah. And it's that gratefulness and joy of being alive in the first place, and knowing that even though you have no control of your death, if you haven't died yet, you're lucky, and that you should be grateful for it. That gives Miyamoto Musashi so much life to him after he stops chasing after his invincibility. It's that gratefulness for life to exist. So, yeah, I'm going to stop it there. I probably could talk a little bit more, but I am tired, so I think I'm rambling a little bit. And I don't think I used like that many times during this video, which was definitely a problem with me. But anyways, good night, y'all. I hope you have a good night.